Jai Shri Radhe, sa Vaishnav ko, sa Prem sa Nambra, Sadar, Jai Shri Krishna. Today is day 129 of our readings of the 252 Vaishnav Varta. Continuing with the Varta of one Brajvasi, a Sanadhya Brahmin from Anyor, whom Sri Gosaiji told to move aside. Pare. Part 1 continued. Many days passed in this way. Sri Govardhanaji and the Brajvasi Brahmin boy played together next to the Bilchu lake. The boy did not have time to visit Sri Gosaiji. One day the temple manager remembered that the boy was always taking 2 portions of supplies, but that he was not doing any work around the temple. He decided to stop the supplies. However, he did consider that if Sri Gosaiji heard this, he would be angry, and so he would have to have a good reason to stop them. He told the store manager, "When that Brajvasi boy comes to get his supplies, then please send him to me." The boy came to fetch his portions, and the storehouse manager sent him to the temple manager. The boy went over there and asked him what was up. The temple manager said, "Oh brother, you are always in receipt of supplies from here. Sri Gosaiji has now decided that you must go to Surat to collect donations from Vaishnavas there." The Vrajavasi piped up, "I have not seen your place, Surat. Where is it? And what are these donations you are talking about? I do not understand a single word you are saying." At that time there was another Brajavasi standing there. He told the boy, "Surat is a city. It takes 2 months to get there. When you go there and meet with the Vaishnavas, they will give you donations to bring back here with you." The Brajvasi was very scared. He thought, "I have been taking the supplies from the store for a long time. If today I do not, as I have been told, then he might not give me any more supplies. If I do not do as I have been told, then he might not give me any more supplies. Then what will I eat?" The boy went to the store and took his usual portions of supplies. He went to Bilchu Kund and began to do his cooking. Sri Govardhanaji came there too. He spoke to the Brajvasi boy and made lots of jokes, but the boy did not join in. Sri Govardhanaji asked him why he was not speaking to him. The Brajvasi boy replied, "Oh brother, your temple manager told me that I must go to Surat to collect donations or something like that." Then Sri Govardhanaji said, "Oh brother, do not worry. I shall show you Surat. I shall go with you." But the Brajvasi boy piped up, "No, you cannot go with me." "Why not?" asked the Lord. He replied, "Your feet are small. You will get tired by the journey. You will need me to carry you. And how will I be able to do that?" Sri Govardhanaji said, "No, brother, I shall not ask you to pick me up. I shall be able to walk on my own 2 feet. So the Brajvasi boy agreed. When he had completed his cooking, etc., Sri Govardhanaji told him, "Oh, brother, go to that temple manager, bring a letter of introduction and some packed Mahaprasad to give out in Surat. Tell him you are starting out today." The boy went to the temple manager and got the letter and Prasad, and he brought them to Bilchu Kund. He told Sri Govardhanaji that he had everything ready, and so the Lord set off with him. They reached the road, and Sri Govardhanaji stood still. He said, "Oh, I am too tired." The Brajvasi boy said, "See, I told you that you would get tired, and now you have." But the Lord said, "I was only joking. Let's go." He set off. They reached Apsara Kund near to Punchari. The sun was setting. The Lord said, "Oh, brother, we shall have to stop here. The sun is setting and it will be night soon. We shall sleep here. We shall reach Surat tomorrow." The Brajvasi agreed and went to sleep. Srinathji went to his temple. In the morning he came and woke up the boy. "Hey brother, wake up." He arose, got dressed and was ready to go. Sri Govardhanaji said, "Oh, let's go." Then he said, "Oh look, we have arrived in Surat." The Brajvasi boy piped up, "But I was told it takes 2 months to get to Surat. How could we have got there in just 1 day?" Srinathji replied, "Oh brother, we both walked all night. My feet were tired, but you did not realize." The boy said that yes, his feet were also hurting. Sri Govardhanaji smilingly said, "Now you go into the town, find the temple manager, give him the introduction letter and the bag of Mahaprasad. Tell him that we cannot stay there, that he should give us the donations today itself. He will invite you to partake of prasad and sleep there, but you do not agree to this. Get supplies for you and me and come back here. We shall eat together here itself." The Brajvasi boy thus came to the temple manager and gave him the letter and Mahaprasad. He asked him for the donations. The manager said, "Usually people in your position stay here for a month or two. We have offered you a place to stay and will give you Mahaprasad every day." The Brajvasi boy spoke out, "Oh brother, I do not understand about your Mahaprasad, but please give me some uncooked supplies so that I might do the cooking myself. If you cannot do that, then hand over the donations. We will not eat today, but tomorrow when we get back to Braj, we will get supplies from the temple manager there itself and do our cooking there too." The Vaishnava temple manager asked, "You can take supplies from the store, but what will you do with it? With just one day's supplies? How can the journey be of just one day?" The boy replied, "Today we cooked in Braj, today we will cook here." The manager kept quiet. He considered, "This Brajvasi boy is very simple. This all seems to be the Lord's Leela play." He opened the letter from the manager in Braj and saw that it had yesterday's date on it. He thought it must be a mistake. Then he opened up the packet of Mahaprasad and saw that Srinathji's prasadi pan leaves included in it were all fresh. Then he believed the Brajvasi boy's words. He addressed the boy again, "Oh brother, please take the supplies that you need, or I can give you some prasad from here." The Brajvasi boy replied, "Please give me supplies, and by the time I have finished all the cooking, please have the donations and your letter ready. We do not wish to spend the night here." The Vaishnava temple manager started to get the supplies ready when the boy told him that he needed enough for two. The manager asked, "If there is just one of you, who else will be needing supplies?" The Brajvasi replied, "Sri Gosaiji gave me one Pare to serve, and he is with me." The manager gave him supplies, including ghee and sugar. The Brajvasi boy returned to where Srinathji was waiting for him. He told Srinathji that he had the supplies with him. Srinathji asked him, "Oh brother, did you bring enough for me?" The boy said, "Of course I did. They gave me a lot of ghee and sugar too. What shall we do with it?" Sri Govardhanaji told him to prepare some sweet balls. He did, and Srinathji enjoyed them. He then told the Brajvasi Brahmin boy from Anyor to go into the town to fetch the letter and the donations so that they could soon get back to Sri Gosaiji. The boy went into the town and asked the temple manager to give him the letter. The manager then summoned all the Vaishnavas living there and gave them all some of the Mahaprasad that the boy had brought with him and showed them the letter too. He said to them all, "This boy who has come to collect donations seems to be a very simple mind. In the bundle of Mahaprasad that he brought with him are totally fresh pan leaves, prasad, and the letter had yesterday's date on it. He also told me that he left Braj only yesterday. Truly it is impossible to fathom the Lord's pastimes. Therefore it would be best if we let him set off today itself." The Vaishnavas all got together and collected a sizable donation. They also wanted to give 10 rupees to the boy for the journey. He refused, saying that since he would be back home by the next day, he had no use for them. "I will be back home by tomorrow and will take my supplies from the store there." The Vaishnavas added the 10 rupees to the collection. They included some pan leaf offerings in there. They wrote a letter to Sri Gosaiji in which they recounted everything that had come to pass, especially that the Brajvasi boy had refused to take the 10 rupees for the journey since he was of very innocent mind. They wrote that they had thus included those 10 rupees in the donation amount and that he should do with it as he pleased. The Brajvasi boy then returned to Srinathji with the letter and the donations. Srinathji said, "Oh brother, we have eaten a lot today, so I won't be able to walk. Let's sleep here, and tomorrow early in the morning we shall be at Sri Gosaiji's side." The Brajvasi boy slept there while Srinathji went to his temple. When morning broke, Srinathji came to Apsarakund and woke the boy up. Srinathji addressed him, "Oh brother, please quickly go to the temple manager here and give the letter you have brought with you. Then go to the store and get some supplies. Come soon to Bilchukund and do the cooking." The Brajvasi boy went to the temple. Someone went to the manager and said that Vaishnava never went to Surat. The manager called the boy over. He said, "Hey, did you not go to Surat?" The boy put the letter he had brought back from Surat into the manager's hand. When he saw it, he was astounded. He wondered how he could possibly have gone to Surat and back in a single day, and thought perhaps that he might have forged the letter. We have to stop the story here for today, but we will continue tomorrow. Aaj ke Anand ki jai. Sab Vaishnav ko sadar, sa prem, sa namrata. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.